Hi, welcome to Lirio Blanco Show. Today I am going to continue an episode that I started before, in which I was talking about anxiety. The topics that I'm going to be touching today is the psychosomatic symptoms that anxiety causes on us. There are many manifestations that we experience depending on the age that we are and how we can handle them. But I am just gonna mention maybe 3 or 4 of those symptoms that we experience when we suffer anxiety. But I have to tell you that I really have become to the notion that anxiety is just only a manifestation when we are having been able to fix something that is not correct in our lives. And that's one of the reasons I want to just share with you one of the things I experienced throughout my life. The first thing I wanted to talk to you is something called neurodermatitis. What is neurodermatitis? They are little red spots that they can be flaky and they can also be itchy. And usually they happen in the back of your neck, or they can be in the front and back of your elbow, or it can be also in your eyelids or the bottom of your eye, somewhere around this area of the eye circles. And what do you do about that? Well, it's very fixable. You can go to a dermatologist and they give you some medication, some kind of ointment, and that helps. The other psychosomatic symptom that you can also experience is the famous potato in the throat. And that it has been called it can be hysteria. If you are experiencing that, is that you are having a hysterical attack. How that manifests? Well, basically you feel that you have a potato in your throat and you cannot swallow. And then you start explaining this to people, and people just say, "Oh, just don't worry. Oh, just don't worry." And actually, they are doing the right thing. They are telling you, "Don't worry. It will go away. Eventually, it goes away." But the problem is that some people, because of this potato in their throat, they swallow up. They cannot swallow, and they start imagining that they have so many illnesses and problems that they can have some kind of lymph node or something. No, it's just a manifestation of anxiety. The other manifestation of anxiety is ulcers. And thanks to the science, you can go to a doctor and you can get a prescription for that, and it will alleviate your symptoms. And consequently, you will have some kind of diet that will help you out to deal with this problem, so that it doesn't turn out to be something chronic that eventually will lead to something more serious that we don't want to happen. So that's some of the manifestations about psychosomatic symptoms of anxiety. But one of the most annoying of all of them is the pain between the heart and the stomach. And that's one of the symptoms I have talked to other people that suffer of anxiety and they experience. It's just this pain here between the heart and the stomach, and you think that you're having a heart attack. You're feeling that you are really having some kind of blood clot or some kind of thrombosis or so many other things. No, it's not any of those things. It's just anxiety. And eventually it will go away. I am just going to mention just these few symptoms, but there are many more that can be attributed to anxiety. Other people also feel that they are about to faint. Other people start hyperventilating, that they cannot stop hyperventilating, and they think they are going to have some kind of attack. It's also anxiety. And that's one of the reasons I am doing this episode right now, because I almost had a panic attack yesterday. But I knew that was going to happen. You see, my family and me, we had not been apart since the pandemic until now. And I pre-programmed myself that was going to be bad, that I was not going to be able to handle it. But I did. Well, I have to say, I drank a little bit of wine to calm myself down. But the day went away, and today I went for my walk. I'm fine. They're coming back tomorrow. But that's just one example. Even though you are aware what anxiety is able to do to you, it takes you for surprise. But I kind of knew that was going to hit me. So I knew I was going to be programmed to have a panic attack, but in the same time, I was trying to program in the same time myself to, it's going to be okay. And it's going to be okay. So that's exactly what anxiety is. We have to know that it's going to be okay. That it's going to go away. This too shall pass. It will go away. That's one of the things that I wanted to talk about, anxiety. But I have to remember something. Anxiety is going to always be there until you don't resolve the problem you have. The problem is that most of the time we don't know what that problem is. We might think the problem is the husband, the wife, the child, the mother, the parent, who knows? But sometimes we don't know what it is. And there is something that only time can tell what it is. Another reason why I decided to do this show right now is because I have something called the war wall. That is really something that has helped me out to do a lot of stuff, and I am doing right now. I am writing books and doing many things. Vargas and Mrs. Studio, Lirio Blanco show writing, now with the power of the underdogs, which I will explain more in the future. But that's one of the reasons why I did it, because my war wall has been now having too many sticky notes. I having all these ideas, and I just put these sticky notes in the war wall. And the war wall is just getting more and more crowded with sticky notes. And I am not doing some of the stuff that I already have been putting out there. So if you don't tackle them, they will come and haunt you, which I talk about it in the Awakening exhibit back in June 19, the exhibit that I did through Vargas Smith Studio. So in the war wall, it was talking about these psychosomatic symptoms of anxiety. So I just thought that, hey, what a better opportunity to have to talk about this while I am dealing with this panic attack. So I just took sticky notes out of the war wall. I am through major discoveries in my life and my existence. You can call it midlife crisis. Who cares if I am having midlife crisis? The only people that have to care if I have midlife crisis is me and my family. And I'm just sharing this to hope that maybe this can help somebody out there. But most of everything, I want to reach out to my daughter. This video is gonna be here, and Steffi, you probably are gonna hear me one day in the future. I hope you are not gonna suffer anxiety, but to know that this video will be here so that you can listen to me with my experience, it really makes my heart melt. Well, in the meantime, if I come with more ideas and questions or any other topic that you might want to talk about mental health related with anxiety and depression and antipsychotics, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. Thank you and have a wonderful day.